Koenen. Ever since I was a young child, I've always wanted to be just like my dad. I've always admired his personality, especially his sense of humor, and ability to pull pranks on my brother and I. He has always joked around with us and made us laugh. My dad always seemed to pull the best April Fool's Day pranks on my brother and I, but we could never seem to get him back quite as good, no matter how hard we tried. I vividly remember one April Fool's Day when I was about 8 and my brother was 6. My brother and I had just arrived home from school to find our dad had made our favorite chocolate chip cookies. We excitedly waited for the cookies to cool down and immediately took a bite of them, expecting to taste the delicious cookies we had come to love over the years. To our dismay, the cookies tasted extremely salty and rather disgusting. When we saw our dad laughing from afar, we quickly came to the realization that this was yet another one of his typical April Fool's Day pranks. We later found out that he had put an excessive amount of salt in the cookies. At this point, my brother and I were very upset and had had enough. We knew we should have expected a prank since it was April Fool's Day, and we had to get our dad back. As he left for a meeting, my brother and I quickly devised an April Fool's Day prank, one we thought was equally as good as the joke he had played on us. Our dad loved Diet Dr. Pepper, almost as much as my brother and I loved chocolate chip cookies. However, he absolutely hated root beer. Luckily for my brother and I, we had both root beer and Diet Dr. Pepper, 2 liters of pop in our house. We slowly and carefully peeled the label off both 2 liters and switched them so that the root beer now appeared to be a 2 liter of Diet Dr. Pepper, and the Diet Dr. Pepper now appeared to be a 2 liter of root beer. We also switched the lids to make the prank seem more realistic since they were different colors. Now, we anxiously awaited our father's return, knowing the first thing he would do when he got home was head straight to the fridge and take a huge sip of Diet Dr. Pepper, which was now actually root beer. Sure enough, the first thing he did when he got home was head straight to the fridge and took a sip of pop. He immediately spit the pop out in the sink as he remarked, "This does not taste like Diet Dr. Pepper." At this point, he knew who had pulled the prank on him because of what he had done to my brother and I earlier. My brother and I burst out laughing, knowing we had finally pranked our dad back. What our dad didn't know was that my brother and I had also switched some of his favorite cereal and replaced it with a couple cups of his least favorite cereal, so he would wake up to yet another prank in the morning. It's safe to say we definitely got him again. However, he was not any too happy about having to separate his cereal out piece by piece. As 6 and 8-year-olds, my brother and I felt pretty accomplished once we finally pranked our dad back, just like he had always done to us. Now, as the years go by,
Benjamin Brooks,
we
come
grow
to the
older.
front office for your
The
ride,
pranks
please.
seem to get bigger and better. However, I will never forget the day my brother and I pulled our first prank on our dad.